Hey everyone, this will be a little bit different this time. A lot of stuff's been happening and I wanted to let you all know where I stand and TrainerRoad and its employees stand with what's going on. So I want to acknowledge that there is racism in America and things need to get better. We've commented on some of this stuff and we'll get into it a little bit on this, but I'd also like to say at the same time, you can be against racism, but also think that rioting is not good. It seems like right now there's discussion that if there is riots, therefore racism doesn't exist, or somehow then that cause should not be fought for. Let's not have that discussion at all. Both are bad. One just is a lot worse. Now, TrainerRoad, we have donated $10,000 to the Legal Defense Fund, and we are going to match up to another $10,000. So if you would like to donate to the Legal Defense Fund, please donate and send us a screenshot or forward the email the LDF gives you to donate@trainerroad.com. Next week on the podcast, we will announce how much we raised. And for those who don't know, the Legal Defense Fund, let me just say their mission, to achieve racial justice, equality, and an inclusive society. And here's why we picked them, because so what happens in America, and this is proven time and again, is you could be racially profiled, you get arrested, you do not have a competent lawyer, competent representation, our court systems are overworked, public defenders might not have a time to give you a very good defense. And what happens is you could be a young black man and your choice is either plead guilty and get some kind of felony in your record, or maybe get the maximum sentence. And what the LDF does is gives those people appropriate, competent legal defense. I think that is such a good cause. That is so American. And if you want to argue with me that that is not good, go ahead. You know where to find me on social. You can email me at nativetrainerroad.com. The other thing they do is get out voting, get more people to vote. That is also American. And if you don't like that, again, I need to know a reason, like if you don't think more people should vote in America. That's very American and something that needs to happen. The next thing that I want to talk about, so if you please donate. I can't imagine having my son get arrested and us not having the means for legal representation, and then him having a felony, even if he was home with me, but no one believes me because I'm his dad. And then how that's going to affect and impact generations, right? Because he will not have the resources because of the felony to then provide for his family as well as he would if he didn't have that. And that stuff just snowballs. We got to break that cycle. Some of you might be wondering what we can do. I'll tell you how I feel. Anything you do right now will feel like not enough, and it's not. And hopefully over time, things can start to get better. So I want to put this in mathematical terms, is the power of constant improvement and a 1% change. So if you had $10,000 and you got a 1% increase in that daily, you got 1% better, in 5 years, you'd have $3 billion. So when you're wondering, like, is this not big enough? What can I do? Just start somewhere. I think I'll probably end it on this, is that there are other industry brands who haven't spoken out, or they have spoken out, and then I read your comments, and your comments are pretty toxic. And I'm calling you out. Don't be silent. Like, I understand me doing this right now, guarantee you people are unsubscribing from both TrainerRoad and our podcast. And if you have, it's toughest to stand up when you have something to lose. When I first did this, we had a notable increase in suspensions. And some of you will lose. We'll lose you, and that's just the way it is. So for the CEOs of the other companies, let's see what you stand for. Get in those comments, respond to the people, engage. Don't be silent. This is not the time. Let's stop being silent. For those of you who are in companies in positions of leadership, when you hear those low-key racist jokes where everyone kind of laughs, you got to do something about that. Get rid of those people. If you're not in a position of power, call those people out. Ask your boss, is this the place we want to work for? It's hard to know where to start, but just start somewhere and then constantly do this for a long time. And I know TR ourselves, we can improve, and we're having internal discussions on how to improve. And we can continue to do this. So the last thing, people will say, Nate, you're getting political. I want to know how standing up for basic human dignity and solid legal defense for anyone who's arrested is political. I'm not talking about economic policy or anything like that. I just think people shouldn't be racist. We shouldn't tolerate racism, and people should vote, and people should get legal defense. So if you want to email me or message me and tell me that those things are not valid, I feel sorry for you that you don't agree with those things, or you think somehow that is just plain politics or something like that. I don't know, I keep saying one last thing, but another one, don't send me cherry-picked examples. We can do this all day long, both sides. No one's perfect, and I'm sure there's a case with LDF that went bad. Just like on the other side, you can do that. But that doesn't somehow then take away the entire idea that racism exists in America and that we can't improve. It's almost as if some people are looking for an excuse. I can't be anti-racist because of some bad things that have happened. Let's not do that. So we're not going to have the regular podcast. We talked about it. All the hosts agree. This is not appropriate for us to have this message and then go in and talk about FTPs and ramp tests and stuff like that. We couldn't do it. We'll be back next week. I encourage you to do something today, and constantly do something, because that's how we will change long term. If you have any questions, you can message me on Instagram. You can email me. You can get in our forums. There's a discussion there. I'm available. Also, with the calling other people out, I am trying to call out all the toxic comments. If you see one, please message me or at me, and I'll go do that on a TrainerRoad property. And if you want me to jump in somewhere else, I will too. So anyways, everyone love each other, be peaceful. Let's improve as a society. We have a long ways to go, and I think the best thing that we can do as white people and people in position of power is to speak up and speak out and encourage other people to make change also. Thank you.